Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Christian here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I'm going to be doing the tag that Jaclyn Hill herself created, and it is the Ride or Die makeup tag. Now I was planning on filming my top 10 favorite beauty products of all time, not specifically by category or anything like that, but just my most repurchased, my most used products. And then I saw that she came out with this tag and I kind of thought that maybe this would be a little bit more fun. Interested in seeing like my Ride or Die, Desert Island, like you will never be able to purchase another makeup item outside of these few items ever again in your entire life, then you're going to want to go ahead and keep on watching. But before I get into that video, I just want to quickly say, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't mind, before you head out, if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, I would really appreciate it. And that way you're notified of all of my future upcoming videos. And if you're not new to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for continuing to support me and my channel and my YouTube journey. You guys are amazing. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into my Ride or Die products. So the first item on the list was your Ride or Die primer. And I had narrowed it down to two, the Too Faced Hangover RX and then the primer that I ended up choosing. The reason why I did not choose the Too Faced Hangover RX is because in my mind that's more of like a moisturizer than a primer, even though that is probably actually honestly my most repurchased primer, the Hangover RX. I just like this one a little bit more. And it is the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. And this one is, I use this one every single day. If you've been on my channel for a while, then you know that typically I do use two primers. I typically will go in with like a hydrating primer and then a color correcting primer. And more often than not, this is the primer that I do use to fill in my pores. I think it is one of the best. I think that it always gets the job done. It doesn't ball up on me the way some primers will do. Like when you kind of rub them out and smooth them out, they kind of just get like ball up and it's just really weird. And I don't know why they do that, but they do apparently. And I've never had that issue with this particular primer, and it lasts forever. You need the smallest amount, and I mostly just concentrate it right here in my pore area, and then I'll put a little bit right here and then a tiny bit in my like laugh lines to kind of help the foundation from sinking in. And this primer never ever fails me. Okay, so the next one on the list was foundation. My favorite foundation of all time is a foundation that is no longer made. It is the original Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and I have never, so I didn't want to pick that one because can it be my Ride or Die foundation if I can't get it anymore? But if that foundation was still available, it would have been that one. So the second place foundation is actually a newer one in my collection, but I have really just been loving it. It works for me all the time. I do have foundations that I just kind of like really like, but I've yet to find my holy grail foundation. But as of right now, today, if I had to say pick one, it would be the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I have mine in the shade Vanilla. The reason why I like this one is because to me it's the most similar to the Makeup Forever HD. It always looks flawless. It is a good medium buildable foundation. It never settles into my fine lines. It's a pretty decent color match. It smells amazing. It feels amazing. It just blends effortlessly into your skin. You could use it with a brush, you could use it with a beauty blender. No matter how you apply it, it is always gonna look good on your skin. I feel like if this tag had come out in like 6 months, I feel like the new Urban Decay All Nighter might be my holy grail because I have been loving that. I have been loving that. But right now, today, it would be the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Okay, so the next one was my favorite concealer, and this one was like a legit no-brainer for me. This is like my most repurchased, most used concealer. I have been using this concealer probably for a good, no exaggeration, 6 years, 7 years, a really long freaking time, and I always repurchase it. I am currently out of it. I ran out a couple weeks ago, but I still have the little tube for you so I can at least show you. It is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I get mine in NW20. I freaking love this stuff so much. There are some concealers that are currently in top running to maybe dethrone this guy, but I love it. So I just think it's really good. It does a good job of canceling out my redness, covering my redness. It's a super thick consistency, so I'm not able to wear it underneath my eyes the way that I used to. I used to wear it underneath my eyes, no problem. It is creamy, so now that I've got a few more fine lines than I did 6 years ago, it is a little bit more, it's a little bit much to wear underneath the eyes, but I will still wear it underneath my eyes from time to time. But it just covers blemishes extremely well. I have talked about this concealer several times on my channel before. Now, if I'm gonna cheat a little bit and say my favorite under eye concealer would be the Naked Skin Concealer. I do not use this to spot correct. I only use this underneath my eyes and to do a little bit of highlighting. But I still prefer this one, and it's also cheaper, so hello. I just think it's one of the best. I've loved it for years. And I've just loved it for years, and it just automatically was the first thing that came to mind because it is ride or die. It has never, ever failed me. And anytime I use it, my skin just looks really, really good. And this is reminding me that I totally need to go out and buy another one. My favorite face powder as well. This one was also a really easy one for me. I thought like for about 2 seconds that it would be the Charlotte Tilbury face powder, but then I was like, you gotta be real, you gotta be honest. My favorite face powder is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I used to get this in medium, but recently I have been using it in light plus, and I just love this powder. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous powder. It doesn't give off too much coverage. It doesn't really give off any coverage, but it just kind of just makes your skin just look absolutely flawless. It blends into the skin. It's not powdery. It doesn't accentuate fine lines. It does not accentuate pores. It works really well for dry skin. I feel like this is something that could actually honestly work for all skin types. I just love this powder so much. I have probably been purchasing this powder as long as I have been purchasing that concealer. And these are things that I will stray away from time to time. But no matter what, if I pull them back out, I just know that I'm going to look really, really good whenever I do wear it. I am wearing it on my face today. And it just gives a beautiful airbrush. If you want something with a little bit extra coverage, this is not for you. But if you want something that is just going to always set your makeup beautifully and never fail you, like ever, ever, ever in life fail you, this is my ride or die face powder. It's gorgeous. So my favorite under eye setting powder. Okay, so this one was a little bit more challenging for me. I was easily able to narrow it down to 2 without a doubt. The runner up would have been the Laura Mercier the Secret Brightening Powder. That came in, that almost won. Like that was super close to etching out the powder that I did choose. I ended up going with the RCMA No Color Powder. The reason being is it just works, you guys. I have been using this every single day since I purchased it. I've only had it a little over a month, so I know how is it my holy grail favorite powder if I've only had it for a month. But you guys, I have been swearing by this. I have talked about it on Snapchat. I have talked about it here. I have favorited it. I literally have used this every single day. I have not gone out and repurchased the Secret Brightening Powder because I have been using this and I have been loving it. So it just does not accentuate any fine lines. I can bake with this. I can actually bake my entire face with this without problems. My under eyes are so freaking dry. Like I want it like dehydrated dry. And this does not accentuate any dry patches underneath my eyes. I can bake every single day if I want to with this particular powder, and it is just smooth. This is just gonna go holy grail status, and plus it's super cheap. This was $12 and it's gonna last freaking forever. The packaging sucks. The packaging is terrible. Like I spill more of this on the floor and on my desk than actually makes it onto my face. But that's okay because it is inexpensive and it is that good. Thank you, Kathleen Lights, for letting us know, because my life has been forever changed. This was another easy one. I did not have to think about it. I just went into my drawer and I pulled it out. I have not used it in a while because I have been playing with some other blushes, but there was probably like a good year straight where this is the only blush that I ever wore. And it is a MAC blush as well. There was a time where MAC was all I wore, and those products are still near and dear to me. Even though I'm not using them as much as I used to, they are still my favorites. Like this blush, I love this blush so much. This is probably my third, maybe my fourth repurchase of this blush, and it is MAC's Margin. Oh, I love it so much. It does have a bit of a sheen to it, so it does definitely give off a bit of a sheen. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you want a matte blush, I would recommend doing Melba. No. Yeah, I would recommend doing Melba instead, which was probably a good runner-up for me, but I just love Margin. Let me get Melba so you guys can see. So this is MAC's Melba and this is MAC's Margin. You can see that they are very similar in color. Margin is just gonna have a little bit of a sheen or a little bit of a, I don't want to say shimmer because it's not a shimmer. So if you don't like shimmery or satiny type blushes, definitely go with Melba. But Margin to me is just beautiful. I can wear it with every single thing ever. I should have put, did I put it on today? Yes, I am wearing it today. And it just, to me, it just never fails. It always looks beautiful. If you don't want to wear a highlighter, you can put this over top of your cheeks instead, and it's just going to give you a nice, beautiful glisten. It is just a gorgeous, beautiful shade, you guys. And definitely, hands down, my favorite blush of all time. Favorite bronzer is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. And I have it in this shade 20M. I've never repurchased another bronzer ever before. And this bronzer is just, oh my gosh. This bronzer on me does lean a little bit more cool, and it is just, it's one of those bronzers that is just, it's so unique. It's in the sense of the texture of it. It is easily buildable. You can go in with a super light hand and it's just going to give you the most defined bronze look. You can, I do use it as contouring. I do use it to contour with today. I did not use it today. I don't know why I did not use it today, but more recently I have not used it that often because I have been using so many other bronzers instead. I've been playing and I've been trying out a lot of new stuff. But every time I wear this, my bronzer always, it never looks muddy, it never looks cakey, it never looks too orange, it never just looks like too much. It always just looks like skin. It always gives me the perfect sun-kissed glow because it's like, it's matte, but it's not flat. It's matte, but it's definitely not a flat color. It is just beautiful, you guys, and it is the perfect bronzing shade for me. I love it, and I recommend this to everyone. I think it is beautiful, and I think if you have never tried it, this is a bronzer that you definitely need to check out. Highlight was a bit challenging for me because I have recently just become obsessed with highlights, like obsessed. For the longest time, MAC Soft and Gentle was the only highlight that I like wore ever in life, and I love that highlighter, but I wouldn't classify it as holy grail. It would probably be in my top 5 MAC's Soft and Gentle. I would definitely put it in my top 5, but recently over the last, I'd say year and a half, I've really been playing with highlighters and I've really been testing them out. My favorite highlighter, I would have to give it to Becca Opal. Now, the reason why I would give it to Becca Opal is because it is just an in-your-face, beautiful highlighter. And Becca just has the most, the consistency of the highlighters are like no other. They are so smooth. They are like butter. Every cliche that you can think of that every beauty junkie says, that's what this highlighter is. It is just the most gorgeous, I don't even know how to describe it, you guys. It is just beautiful. Becca highlighters are probably my favorite formulation of highlighters at the moment. You can sheer it out if you want to, but you can also build it up and just get the most intense highlight ever. I love it for my skin tone. Beautiful golden undertone to it, you guys, and this will get the job done. This will have you so highlighted you don't even know what to do with yourself. Guys, so my favorite eyeshadow palette, this should come as zero surprise to you guys, like no surprise at all. If you watched my earlier videos if you've watched any of my earlier videos, I have raved about this palette so many times on my channel. Like, I mean, it is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, the original. I mean, just look at it. Tell me that this palette does not look loved. Like, I mean, I've hit pan on 6 of the shades and I'm almost hitting pan on a 7th. I've had to like force myself to stop using this palette because I just loved it so much. It is perfect everyday neutral palette. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Too Faced shadows blend like a dream. It's nothing in here is like it's complicated, and by that I mean a makeup beginner, you can look at this palette and kind of just figure it out. If you are like an expert, you can come up with some really awesome smoky natural everyday looks. This palette is just stunning. The blendability on these shadows, the color range on these shadows, it's just beautiful, you guys. I have loved this palette since literally the second I bought it. Okay, so my favorite mascara, that was kind of an easy choice. Mascara tends to like play me so hard in the sense of I have the habit of just kind of looking like a raccoon anytime I put mascara on my face. I don't know why, I don't know what causes it, but this mascara, and it is a newer product, but it works for me all the time. This mascara is waterproof, not giving me any issues since the day that I purchased it. It volumizes, it lengthens, it gives you just beautiful all around lashes, and I never have to worry about it transferring. Okay, so next is lip products. So my favorite liquid lip of all time, I wore this liquid lip to death when I first got it. It is Kat Von D Lolita. It has been hyped up for years. I would say, what, a good 2 years? Beautiful, deep mauve shade. I wear it year round. I don't care, fall, winter, who cares? I will wear this in the summer. I will wear this in the spring. It is just gorgeous. Kat Von D probably has one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. I just think that they're very comfortable. To me, they're not over drying. To me, it applies very evenly. It goes on and it lasts a really, really long time on the lips. And this color is just absolutely stunning. There was a reason why the whole world was talking about it a couple years ago, because it's just beautiful. I never get so many compliments as I do when I wear this particular lipstick shade. I haven't actually worn an actual lipstick in a very, very long time. But I thought back to my favorite lipstick, or the lipstick that I used to wear the absolute most, and that one was Bite Beauty's Fig. Now this is the original formulation, and it is like my lip color but times 10. It is beautiful, it is comfortable. I love this pinky shade. I know that they carry it in the new formulation. I have not tried it in that formulation yet. I'm sure it's bomb. So comfortable, it's creamy, it puts off a very beautiful sheen. It does not feather, it does not spread across your lips. It's beautiful. I can wear it with a lip liner, I'll wear it without a lip liner, with a gloss, without a gloss. Anytime that I would wear this, it just always looked beautiful on me. Definitely my most worn lipstick, and I just love it so, so, so much. And it is Nars's Turkish Delight. To be completely honest, I have not tried a lot of lip glosses. I have Buxom's, I have MAC, and I have Nars lip glosses, and that's pretty much it. So I have been wanting to try the Marc Jacobs. There's so many lip glosses that I just keep hearing really, really good things about that I want to try. I just haven't. Turkish Delight is just a really, really pretty, milky kind of pink shade, and it tends to just go really well with the lipstick choices that I do pick, because I do tend to wear a lot of pinks and a lot of like mauves and a lot of neutral tones. So Turkish Delight just works really well for me and the type of lip colors that I wear. And if I do want a glossier lip, I can wear it on its own. It has the right amount of stickiness to where it will last, but it's not sticky enough to where it's annoying that your hair will get stuck in it, and then, like, you know, that sticky feeling that you get when you put your lips together and then it just kind of makes that weird ugly separation type not cuteness. This does not do that. My favorite setting spray, I love the MAC Fix Plus, and I love these Smashbox Primer Waters. I have repurchased those several times as well, but those are not true setting sprays. So if I had to pick a true setting spray that's gonna make your makeup last all day that I have purchased over and over and over again, it would be the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. This just gives you a really nice, refreshing feeling to your face. It's perfect if you have dry skin, but it does make your makeup last. Always perfect. It does everything it's supposed to do. It helps sink the powder. It helps the powders kind of dissolve into your skin. It gets rid of that powdery look, and it makes your makeup last. You're hydrated, you're refreshed, and you are ready to go for hours. So I have definitely repurchased this more than once, and in the form of like true setting sprays and not just like mist, because y'all know I love me some mist. This would definitely be my favorite. Alright Alright guys, and the last one is my favorite perfume. So my favorite perfume, I do not have a very large perfume collection by any means. I only have a few. But when I went to pick, a lot of you might have thought, if you've been on my channel for a while, that I was going to say the Marc Jacobs Dot, because that is a perfume that I actually have gone through an entire bottle of. And I do love that perfume, but I only love that perfume for daytime. I don't really use it at nighttime. I picked the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb perfume as my favorite holy grail perfume out of the ones I do own, which again is not many. The reason why I picked this perfume is because I can wear it day or night. That I get the most compliments on when I wear it. It's just, it has like a little bit of a sweet scent, but it is not overly sweet, because perfumes that are too sweet can tend to sometimes give me a headache. And I just have perfumes. I love all of my perfumes equally because, again, I don't have that many and I'm very picky about scents. I love this one. Now, a lot of my other perfumes, the other few perfumes that I own, are either daytime appropriate or nighttime appropriate. This one is just, in my opinion, appropriate for day and night, so that is why I did pick it. I just feel like it is the perfect amount of sexy and sophisticated, and I love it. Alright guys, so yeah, that is it. Those are my holy grail, can't live without, must have, must need, will go back and repurchase the second I run out instantly products. I really hope that you did enjoy this video, you guys, and I definitely tag all of you to participate and let me know what your ride or die products are, because maybe I can get some ideas of some products that I have never tried out before. So even if you don't have a YouTube channel, I still would like you guys, if you don't mind, to list down below your favorite products in each one of these categories and let me know, and because I just might have to run out and go try some of them. Yeah, you guys, and that is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before you head out, I'm going to go ahead and ask that you do 3 things for me. The first one being giving this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. The second one being information down below, so that way I can check out your ride or die products. And then the third thing is, if you are not subscribed to my channel, you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribing to my channel just ensures that you do not miss any future upcoming videos. I post new videos every Sunday and every Thursday. Until I see you next time, you guys be safe out there. Bye.